Hello friends. Wow. Wow. We don't know how to do this whole vlogger thing, do we? Because we can't even set up a bloody stand properly. Can we? We can't. Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. It is now Tuesday. I did start this vlog yesterday, but to be fair, let's be real, I wasn't in the best headspace yesterday. So we're just gonna, oh my god, have I been sat like that all day? Like a big puffed bit of air out? No, I am, because I read on my own. I don't know. Anyway, you don't care about that. What are we reading? What are we reading today? What are we reading this week? What are we focusing on? Yesterday I was very meh. All weekend I've been very meh because, you know, mental health innit? And as I mentioned before, just because I moved, don't mean my mental health magically decided to just get better, and depression and anxiety just cured itself. And I think that because this weekend was like the only weekend, or the first weekend that I've really just done absolutely nothing. Because even though I wasn't packing or moving, not last weekend, just gone the weekend before, and I was at home, I did still spend the majority of Saturday like moving boxes around and unpacking boxes and putting up a wardrobe and stuff. So I was still doing manual labour, if you will. And I think that because this week, and then obviously I was working, and I think that this week, because this weekend was just me and my friend chilling, we started watching Dragon Ball, which is really good. And my body was just like, oh, let's relax. And then I literally felt so fatigued. You know where you feel tired down to your bones, like every time you move. I can't speak every time. Every time you move, you just feel like you're trying to move an elephant. I wasn't ill, but my body was just like, I'm tired, I want to do nothing. And then my brain was just like, can we shut off for a bit? We had fun. We were able to just go out and do a couple of shopping bits. But I did nap quite a few times over the weekend. And I think it was well needed, because I do feel that after last night, all I did was chill after work and listened to a ton of the first binding. And then got to bed. I did my nails, but I've already snapped one off because I didn't do this one properly. And yeah, so I did that while listening to the first binding. And I'm really enjoying it. And I did have a really chill last night. I went to bed, and today I feel a bit more refreshed. I also think that even on my work from home days, if you're getting up, getting changed into, even if it's just another set of like casual clothes, just getting changed out of my pyjamas and doing my routine as I would do if I was going to work, but rather than putting on more worky clothes, just switching into some more loungy casual clothes, that still set me up for a good day yesterday. Even though I felt a bit meh, I still felt better for doing that. So I think that even on my work from home days, if it means just switching out of my PJs into some more casual clothes, I'm still going to do my schedule, like my morning schedule that I'm trying to get into a habit of doing, which is sort of like wash and skincare and do my hair, and even if it's just sort of straighten out the frizzy bits and shove it in a ponytail and straighten these bits. Even if it's doing something like that and like putting some eyebrows on, just doing the basic, bare minimum self-care. I mean, that is really the bare minimum. And recently I've been struggling to do the bare minimum. I'm starting off small. Once I've done that, I'll then add stuff in there. Like, you know, I have been going out for little wanders on my lunch breaks, which I've gone from taking no lunches ever, even though I put down half an hour to an hour on my timesheet every day. I've gone from taking no lunches whatsoever to at least half an hour, even if it just means I pop down to the co-op, grab a meal deal, I'll come back up, or I'll make sure that when I'm working from home that there's something that I need to go to the co-op for, whether it's milk, whether it's cereal, something. I won't get everything all in one trip. I'll make sure that the day after is something I'm going to have to go for, so then that encourages me to go out. And then once I've got used to doing that, I'm going to then just, it's going to be a habit, isn't it, of me going out on my lunches. And then if I ever in the future get a dog, it's going to be a habit to like just go out and take it for a walk on my lunch. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking ahead, guys. I'm thinking ahead in future, potentially. At the moment, I'm not considering getting a dog. I want a cat, but, you know, even if it was just going for a nice walk by myself, listening to an audiobook on my lunch, if I get into the habit of going down to the co-op and then I can start like walking a bit further. That makes any sense? Anyway, you're here to know what I'm reading, not to know my life story. So, I'm going to be finishing the first binding. I am 2 hours and 51 minutes away from the first binding. I mentioned last week that this does start off slow, and I don't want anyone to think that that's a bad thing. This is the first book I think I've read where the majority of the first part of the book, I'd say a good chunk of this book, is introducing you to the character as he is now, and it's sort of like a mystery. You're starting to unravel who he is. Unless you read the blurb, you don't know his name for quite a bit of the way in. It's kind of like Empire of the Vampire kind of situation, or Jem Lyons. The way that she does it, kind of, is it possibly? I don't know. He's narrating it himself, and he's like telling you his story. But within his story, so say for instance we're here, he's telling us the story of him here, but then when he's here, he's telling this woman his story from when he was younger to how he got to where he is there. But he's telling us now about all of it, if that makes any sense. So I don't know what tense that is. I don't know what situation that whole thing is, but I enjoy it. It's basically what I'm trying to tell you. I really do enjoy it. And I think he calls, once he starts telling the story to this woman about his past, anything that happens during the time period that they're together is called an intermission. So it's kind of like a play. And it's also funny because the kid, when he was a kid, he worked in the theatre. I don't know if that was a purposeful play on the whole intermission thing. And also he's a storyteller. So you can kind of call people that, you know, actors that work in plays, like they tell the story, don't they? Through acting. I don't know whether that's a play on words. Maybe I overthought that bit. Maybe I'm trying to be smarter than what I actually am. But that's the thought process that I had. And I was like, oh, intermission. This is quite cute. Anyway, I do have 2 hours and 51 minutes of that left. I'm going to get that finished tonight. I do have editing to do. And I'm going to edit the vlog for last week, which is almost an hour of raw footage. So when I say I'm back, I'm back. But I don't want to be that back. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like people enjoy long vlogs from me. I know they used to, but I know that we're all busy people. You don't really want to hear me ramble on about books for an hour, do you? It's different if I had lifestyle content in there as well, or other content in there as well. But I don't feel like you want me to ramble on at you for an hour, do you? Do you? Tell me down below whether you mind longer vlogs. They're not all going to be longer, but I think last week I was just super excited to just feel back in the zone of vlogging and just feeling comfortable in front of a camera again and just feeling a bit more pleasant and, I don't know, feeling a bit more upbeat, and I wanted to talk to the camera. So there was a few longer bits. And this intro clip is already 11 minutes. But to be fair, I did just catch up on, I did start this yesterday, but I was very meh. So, anyway, I'm gonna drink my biscuit tea out of my witchy mug. you know, back on brand, and I will update you probably before I go to bed. That's the thought process. And I might in this vlog give you another little bit of an update on the library, because there's a couple more boxes in there, but they're not books, and I'm still undecided. Now I was gonna go, but I need to talk to you about this. I think I mentioned this last week. I'm undecided whether or not I'm going to unhaul my physical Cassie Clare. Now, did I give the majority of those books 5 stars? Yes. Yes, I did. I'm considering unhauling some of them, but I'm not sure if I want to unhaul all of them. The Mortal Instruments, I want to haul the paperbacks, and I've only got one of their hardbacks, so I might just unhaul that. I do want to get the Infernal Devices, because, yeah, obviously, if you know, you know, those people are my faves. But I do think I want to unhaul my copies of the Dark Artificers, whatever you want to say, because that wasn't my favourite. I also think I might unhaul the short story collections, but I might keep the Chain of Thorns and Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron. Did I say Chain of Thorns then? Have I read Chain of Thorns? Yeah, I have. I don't know why I had to think then. I have. So I might unhaul some of my Cassie Clare, just and keep my favourites, because I'm not gonna get any of the special editions of Cassie Clare books, and I do have the hardbacks, and I'm very much looking forward to the Wicked Power series, and I think the Thorns series, what's it called, Last Hours, I will reread that trilogy, and I think I will reread the Infernal Devices. I just can't see me rereading any of the books. So, and if I did, it would be on audio. It might free up some space on my shelves. I'm keeping on Molly Bardugo because she is a fave. I'm still waiting on the collector's editions of the rest of the Shadow and Bone series, because I think it was 2021 the first one came out, and then we've just gone off on all these different books, and I don't think it's going to happen, so I might have to try and find copies of those. I don't think I'm going to find them in hardback anyway. Anyway, that's me rambling. I'm going to go now, as I said about a million times now, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello friends, we're still on Tuesday. We are now on like 10:30. You'll see a bit of my vanity in the background. Some of my room. My room is not finished. I need to get another tall thing for there. And this vanity desk is going to get a wider desk so that these two end tables that go underneath it, so the whole vanity thing is going to be the length of the wall. I can't wait. But anyway, back to books, back to reading. I finished the first binding. So, hello? Why? For why? I'm really, really glad that I didn't pick this up when it first came out, because I would have been screaming for book 2. I'm still screaming for book 2, however, 'twas released today, so I get paid on Thursday. I could jump on that audiobook, get it smashed out over the weekend, and grill Mr. R.R. Verde on Monday as to why on this earth he felt it was okay to do that to me. It's a personal attack at this point. It's like, I got 85 chapters in. 85 chapters, and you all know that I am a sap. I cry at happy things, sad things, things that aren't really that sad. Just everything I cry at. It is well known. And I got through, I'd probably say, a good, solid like 90% of this book. And I was like, cool, character driven book. Yes, sad things happened. There were times where I was like, oh yeah, you know, stiff upper lip, keep on moving, you've got this, Harry. And then something near the end happened, and I was like, no, 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 this is not okay. But most people wouldn't cry at that. And this is Chels. Shall I tell you what my adorable, loving, caring friend Chels said? And this is where you will know that I am not normal. If you didn't already know that, I just put 1, 2, 3, 4 messages, because she finished the book before me, by the way. I didn't just spoil things for her. I just sent her 4 messages being like, what? Obviously, context was given, and that's actually not obvious, because there's a lot of times I message my friends with no context, but on this occasion, I did give context for my literal what the fuckage. And then, all she put was, you are a gentle soul. Like, that's it. And yes, that could be seen as like encouraging and sweet and stuff, but it was, you could just imagine it being Chels like, oh, you're a gentle soul. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted you to hug me and cry with me and tell me that life's not fair, that authors make us feel this way. I will say that this book was a solid book for me the whole way through, but that last bit, and I can't really say what percentage it was, but, and I mentioned this in my like mini review, the pace at the beginning to a good chunk of the way through is pretty slow paced, but it's basically Ari introducing himself, and it starts off being quite mysterious. We don't know who this person is that turns up at the beginning of the book. Again, only if you don't read the blurb. Unlike me, I read the blurb, well, only if you don't read the blurb. I read the blurb when I first saw the book and wanted to read it, but then I don't read the blurb again for most books until I've like read them or started to read them, and then I'm like, I'll read the back. But so you go in and you find out that there's a storyteller, and you kind of understand quite quickly that he is a teller of stories, and he's the story, he's referred to as the storyteller. And then immediately you're kind of like, what does this mean, the storyteller? Because that opens a whole can of worms that's just been like, why is he so famous? How is he so famous? Has he done good things, bad things? Like, what is a storyteller? Is he the storyteller that's a leader of many? Or is he like the storyteller? Like, what is give me context of why he is the storyteller and what that means. And it's 832 pages long, but it's 832 pages of pure storytelling artistry. And you're gonna be surprised I didn't give it 5 stars, but I give it 4.5. And I think there was just something that was stopping it from me from giving it 5-star feels. 5-star feels. There was something just stopping me from giving it 5 stars. No, the slow beginning wasn't bad. It's not what I'm used to, and I don't know, that's sort of part of potentially why I'm not giving it 5 stars. I don't know. I may sit on it and like continue to think about it and then be like, do you know what? Fuck it. It is 5 stars. Oh, I don't know. It's really hard to explain without spoilers, but also I feel like you all need to know. This is my problem with talking about these things, because when I really, really love a book, I want you to go read it, but I know that this isn't going to be for everyone, because it is an epic tale, and it is book 1 of I don't know how many. It might be a trilogy at this point, I don't know. I don't know the saver's name. It says Tales of Tremaine, so it could be 3 books, it could be 5, I don't know. So yeah, for some people an 800 book will be too much to handle, especially with the pacing. But if you are an epic fantasy lover, you do like a good solid character backed story, and you don't mind a bit of slow pace at the beginning and for it to build up, and everything is built around this character, and this character is drip feeding you information throughout the story, and you gradually get a feeling of the world around this person. If you like stories like that, and you like the whole weaving of like, just, yeah, if you do like that, and if that makes sense to you, please pick up this book, because I'm trying to think of other friends I could recommend it to, because a lot of my friends wouldn't actually, I don't think would actually read this, just because it's not their type of genre. And the only other person I know of that I think of off the top of my head that would read it is Chels, and she's already reading it. So if you're the kind of person, I know there's some epic fantasy readers out there, please pick up the first binding. It is so underrated. It did get a lot of hype when it first came out, but I feel like the hype died down until book 2 came on the scene. I don't, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking it should be a 5. The way that this is making me feel is kind of like how I felt after finishing Ascendant and Rob J. Hayes books and Ryan Kyle. So on that basis, the way that that's making me feel, I really do think it might be a 5. So far I've had a bloody fabulous reading month. Meaning when the Undead was 3.5 stars. I've reread 2 of my favourites, Legends of Lattes and Bookshops and Bone Dust. I've finished the broken binding. No, I've not. I finished the first binding. I read Nightbane that I gave 4.5 stars. And I've read You With a View that I gave 5. Seriously, this month started off absolutely superb. Superb. However, right now, I am going to go to bed, I think. Or do I not go to bed? Do to go to bed or not to go to bed? That is the question. I'm also on a book tour for the Howley Traveller this week, and I do need to read that. But I'm off the back end of the week. I'm in the office tomorrow. I could do with getting a bit of an early night. I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, I'm a little bit on a high, and my brain's kind of like, woo, 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 woo. So I think I might need a coffee and to just get into my PJs, snuggle up in bed, drink my coffee, watch a bit of YouTube to wind down, because I know that Andy's released a vlog and she's doing an hour and a half for again. And there's also a couple of other people that release videos. I think Brie from Four Paws on a Book has just released another video. So I think that maybe don't start reading, get a coffee, get in my PJs, and then watch some of the YouTubes. How's about that? I'm just gonna... Hi. Here's Wednesday, and I've just got home from work. Jem is doing sprint-tatas tonight, and I'm excited. Although, this morning, friends, grab a brew, reel yourselves in. This morning was a trying time for me. I wanted to just nope out of the day and crawl back into bed and pretend that this morning never happened. So, as I mentioned last week, I think I want to get into a new routine, and it started from when we were moving, when we were having to get up really early anyway, and I've just sort of continued it, and I've been getting up about 6, like slowly waking myself up, because I think I mentioned this before as well, I'm the kind of person that mentally takes me a very, very long time to come around in the morning. Physically I'm fine, I can get up and do it, but don't speak to me. Don't speak to me first thing in the morning, because the likelihood is I will either snap not pay attention and zone out, or like, yeah, those are the two main things really. And I'm just non-responsive. So I don't want to annoy people by being non-responsive, but you are warned if we are ever waking up in the same room, same house, whatever, just give me a moment to come round. Like, I can take a brew, take breakfast. Ideally, I would have liked to have a conversation during or after said nourishment and when I've been caffeinated, but it's not always the case, but not immediately as soon as I get up, being like, "Mah!" So, anyway, so I was like, right, okay, get up, do my hair, try and do something with my hair, because it's growing out now and it's really, like, ratty. So, like, straightened it a little bit, did my skincare, was all sort of ready for the day. So, I was going into the kitchen to make me smoothie. First port of call was smoothie time. What did I do? Dropped my frozen fruit onto the floor. All over the floor. Had to clean it up. Then, I spilt my milk on the side. Nope, not good. Not good. Had to clean that up. And at this point, I'm getting flustered. Sort of like, stressing out. And it's getting closer and closer to the time I need to leave. And I was like, right, okay, calm down. I then went to make a matcha. So I was like, smoothie for breakfast. It got to a point where I wouldn't be able to sit down and chill and drink it. I put it in a to-go cup and I was going to put it in my bag to go and drink it at work. And that's for breakfast. Because it's like a protein smoothie with collagen in it. So it's full of like fruit. So it was big enough for it to be breakfast. Cracking. Fine. Went to get my powder out for my matcha. All over the floor. Spilt. I went to get my lunch out. The yogurt. The very thick and creamy strawberry yogurt. Guess what it did? Went splat. Yeah, you're right. It did. And at this point, I'm just like, do you know what? Please, stop. Someone is out to get me. I don't like it. Back the fuck off. But it didn't stop on my way out the door. So the kitchen situation was like, right, okay, so matcha was made, ready to go. Smoothie made, ready to go. Went out of my front door, turned around to set my alarm, and my left foot decided to just do its own thing and slip. Just twitch and like slip. And there's a railing down the left hand side as you come out of my bungalow. And as I was turning around to set the alarm, my left leg slipped and me and my back went bang. And my arm and my back whacked against this lovely chunky metal railing. I wanted to cry. And it then pulled, because I pulled up my muscle, my right leg when I was moving, it then aggravated that pulled muscle that was healing quite well. So then, at this point, I was rushing, and I was looking at my phone, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get the bus the way I wanted to. So I'm trying to do the whole getting out and walking to a bus stop, and, you know, being out in the fresh air. And I was going to have a nice leisurely walk down a couple of stops and, you know, get some exercising. Nope, wouldn't have had time to do that. And I ended up having to get a taxi into work because I was like 5-10 minutes late. And to a lot of people that's not a lot. And it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. But then that just set me off on the wrong foot for the day. So I was just feeling rushed all day and heightened, and it just wasn't the best. I didn't get time to have a lunch, and I'm ready to sit and read The Halley Traveller tonight, because I didn't read anything last night. I watched some YouTube videos, watched Libby read a latte, because she released a new video, like, read it or in a hallway, and then started watching a weekly vlog, realised it was 2.5 hours long, and even sped up that was too long for me to watch it that late at night, so that's for me to continue later. However, what I didn't show you yesterday, that did arrive in the post, that, you know, I think I should have opened it today instead of yesterday, Crucible of Chaos. came from Hatchet. The publisher sent me this. Thank you so much. They did send it to my old address, but Royal Mail sent me a message and I got it rerouted to the post office near work, so I was able to pick it up. And I should have got it. I should have opened it today instead of yesterday, but I didn't. So just that. This is going to get tabbed and annotated, like written in and on, because I get the hardbacks of all the Castells books. So this will be something I purchase in hardback. But thank you so much, Hatchet, or Hachette. I don't know how you're supposed to say the name. Hachette, Audio, Hatchet, Hachette. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not posh enough for this thing, guys. I'm not posh enough. But it's a little flopper. I'm just so excited. Thank you very much for this. I don't have the Halley Traveller on me, and I don't know where I've put it. I did bring it home with me from work. Even if I hadn't, I've got it on my Kindle, so I'm fine. But I need to read that. My post is going up today, so I would like to be able to put a post up with some thoughts, even though I haven't finished the whole book, because the first binding, you guys, first binding has been a chokehold. Did I tell you yesterday that I decided on 5 stars? Did I? In my 20-minute monologue? Did I eventually tell you that it was 5 stars? It's probably going to be 5 stars, because I still had it on my mind today. And I was just like, oh, Ari, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? What are we going to do with you, kiddo? We don't know. And, yeah, so I need sprints tonight with the friendos. And I'm currently watching Steph Loves 11 books, a poly wrist and lots of fun. Culture reading vlog. And I'm going to make some tea. Dinner, what are you going to call it, before we go on to sprints. And she's just read The Night Shift and she's making me want to buy it. I'm looking on Books Please to use a discount. She's got a discount code. Yeah, yeah. I do also have a discount code for Books Please, but I can't use my own. So I'm going to use hers when I get paid. And potentially, maybe I already have Night Shift in my basket, along with Spark of the Everflame. Look! We're not talking about it, okay? Fine. Do I have my library finished yet? Do I have space for these books yet? No. But that is for later Lisa to work out. Lisa now needs all the books. That's it for me. I will update you once I've read some of the Halley Traveller. I won't give you any spoiler thoughts in it, but I'll let you know whether I'm enjoying it or not. So, come. Okay. Like, okay. It's Thursday, and I decided to just go off what I'm currently reading, because I was watching Olivia Reed Olate's vlog while I was doing things, and then I saw that she was reading the new India Holton book, and I'm sure that I did have a conversation with Meg when we first we saw that it was being released, but then I forgot about it. And it's called The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love, and I'm already part into it, and I'm loving it. This is already giving me 5-star feels. I just found out the narrator is the same narrator that does the T.A. Kinsey books that I mentioned, and I'm freaking out because I love T.A. Kinsey books, and I knew that I'd recognised a voice before, but I just didn't think to just but I'm having the best time, and this will get finished today. If I get finished with the books that I've currently got on my list to read, I will have only read 6,000 pages. So I do still need to find 4,000 pages to read for the end of the month. We're currently halfway through the month, and I haven't actually read those 6,000 pages yet. So, yes, I'm going to continue listening to the Ornithologist Field Guide to Love, and just have the best time, because it's just so good. Hello friends, I finished The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love, and it was so good. I was squealing, I was just all the feels, all the feels. So good. I can't explain it. Devon was just such a soft boy, and Beth was a great protagonist, and they were both just the most adorable couple ever. And India Holton has done it yet again, and I'm getting the physical book. I had to get it on Audible to be able to listen to it straight away. Just another 5 stars, which means I do get some more points for Battleathon, which is great. I do now need to continue the Harley Traveller, because that, friends, is, I left that in a bit of a but I'm going to get a shower first, wash my hair, because I'll get my hair cut tomorrow. I know that they wash and cut it, but I still feel like I want to wash it. I don't know why, but I'm not going to get it coloured tomorrow, so unfortunately for a while you're still going to have to see this really weird colouring, but we're going to eventually get the blonde put back in, which I'm excited for. I just need to get rid of a couple of these dead ends first. I do want to say, for Series TBR-a-thon, I was able to use the Ornithologist Field Guide to Love for 5-star prediction. Taking off a prompt for that, taking off another Battleathon. I just don't think I can use it for TBR Quest. I've already used one for one with romancing. I don't think it would fit another prompt. If it does fit any other prompts that is available, I might switch one out, but I'll have to double check that in my journal. So far this month, I've read Nightbane, which has cost off 2+ genres, continuous series, and fast-paced. Popic with Mina and the Undead. Fave author with Legends and Lattes. I've got You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight for a friend recommendation. What is that? For a friend recommendation. And I've got Tyrant's Throne down for TBR Vet and finish a series. But I'm not reading that yet. And I've also got to pick up a Dirge for Cassius, and that's Star series. Legacy of Steel is down for fave genre. And I've done a spinner wheel. So Legacy of Steel will be my next read on audio alongside my physical reads of The Harley Traveller and The Dirge for Cassius. I need to find a book with an animal companion, and I need to do a random number generator. That's what I need to do. But I'm gonna go and wash this mop, and I'll see y'all soon. Hello friends, it's now Sunday, and what are we doing? Have I read? No. You'll see, changed my curtains, they're a bit wavy today because the window's open, but I'm facing, like, I would be backlit to high heaven if I did this. But you'll see, you shall see, look at what I got. Can you see them? This is what I bought today. They arrived from the Amazons. So I have these in my living room and my bedroom, and I have green curtains in here and mustard ones that are the same length in my bedroom. We've also switched around my library. I will just put over a little pan of what's going on at the moment. We've put the 260 and 58 wide down one wall, and there is now a space where I can fit 280 wide bookcases that meet in the corner, and then the bookshelf that has my contemporaries and that has like a stack of books on top will still be there, but it'll just be shifted further towards the wall, towards the door. I did get my hair cut on Saturday, and it was nice and curly, but I've had it thrown up in a ponytail, and all the curl has just dropped out, because even though my hair is frizzy AF and curly, it likes its own curl its own way, and when I try and curl it, it just drops. So this is what we're working with. I've literally just been called over to my neighbour's house because she had printer issues, and bless her, she's like 85 and she's trying to print off some printing paper, like, no, she's trying to print off some pictures, and a printer won't connect to her computer, so I had to figure that out. And she was trying to offer me like cups of tea, she offered me a lager. He came on a lager. I was like, no, it's okay, thank you, I'll just do this. And then she, in order for me to like, I think, in order for her to feel accomplished, I think she felt like she had to give me something. So as I was leaving, she was like, do you like Werther's Originals? So, and I was like, yes, I do, Rita. And she gave me a pack of Werther's Originals. I don't know why she has them, because she has diabetes. So I don't know if she's purchased them specifically for her to give them to somebody. But I was just like, thank you. She is like the nicest little lady. And she doesn't have any family around here. So she's kind of just adopted me a bit, I think. But I'm not mad about it, she's lovely. And that's it really. My mum has painted my bathroom. It's coming together, guys. It's coming together and it feels correct. All feels correct. I will be listening to some of the, no, it's not the first binding, it's Doors of Midnight I'll be listening to. Because I need to read some more of that for tomorrow. I started the Holly Traveller, I haven't got any more of that finished. It is quite early on in the day still, so I'm going to sit down and read some more of the Holly Traveller, and then try and get through some Doors of Midnight today, and then I'll check in with you later on this evening and let you know what the situation is with regards to my reading and how well I've done this week. I think this week has been a bit slower than last week, reading wise. So my page count, I don't want to check what my page count is, to be honest. I did add an extra book to my TBR, I don't know. The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love. I did just decide to read that on a whim, so that's one book completed. But I think I've written down all the books I'm expected to complete by the end of the month. And if I do that, that will be 6,500 pages. So I need to pull out another 4,000 pages from somewhere. And if I wanted to pick up a Ryan Cahill book and get that read, I mean, I could do it. I could do it, potentially. I don't have anything planned. And next weekend is the bank holiday weekend. But that kind of leaves... we shall see. We shall see. We shall see what we shall see when we see it. But I shall be back. Editing Lisa here. I forgot to end out this vlog. So here I am ending this vlog. I did finish the Holly Traveller, and I started a Dirge for Cassius, and I didn't get anywhere else through the Doors of Midnight, and I was like, just, yeah, overestimated how much I could do on Sunday. But thankfully I did finish the Holly Traveller, gave it 3 stars, and I've started and I'm partway through a Dirge for Cassius. I'm enjoying it so far. So there we go. If you do like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff. If you are here and you want to let me know, yeah, but you don't have anything to say, please leave a black heart, it's very much appreciated. And until next time, enjoy whatever reading, watch, or do, and I'll see you all very soon.